So today for the webinar, we'll be talking about creating an integrated digital marketing campaign for restaurant owners. And we're going to be walking through how we can do that using our software on Spillover. And I'll be taking you through a bit of a demo at the end of this webinar. So what are our objectives for kind of connecting all of this different marketing onto one digital landscape using our different tools? So first of all, we'll reach a wider audience by increasing our engagement through these different platforms, such as you'll reach someone who maybe will check their email but won't go onto the website, or you'll reach somebody who will check their calendar for upcoming events but won't look at a pop-up on a website, and vice versa. We'll also maintain this consistent theme across all of our different marketing channels, so it'll create a seamless customer experience and really keep a strong brand for your restaurant. And it just looks good too, to kind of keep all of the different channels cohesive and consistent with your restaurant's brand and your theme that you want to really push out there. So briefly, I do want to take a moment to go over the July National Food Holidays before we kind of jump into the demo portion of this webinar. Like I mentioned, there are a great few different holidays to choose from. We have, of course, on July 4th, National Barbecue Day and National Caesar Salad Day, which are some staples for different places for July 4th. So if you're going to be open, definitely consider that. But if not, if you are going to be closed, like I mentioned, there's plenty of other great ones, a few alcoholic beverages that you can promote, a few different desserts and such. So take a look at that and definitely promote it if anything is relevant for you. I did also want to mention, if any of the things that I'm talking about maybe are a little bit rusty, you don't quite remember how to use some of these tools that I'll be discussing, even though I will be going over them briefly. If you want some more in-depth training, we have these weekly training sessions that you should definitely sign up for, where you'll get hands-on training with typically a one-on-one training. And they're really useful if you ever just want to brush up on your skills with some of these different tools that you do have with your software. All right, be sure to follow us on our different social media channels. Here we have them listed below. And I'm going to now jump over to the demo portion, so stay tuned. Okay, so here we are. We should be screen sharing. Let me get out of here. So here is Engage, as you guys are well aware of. I'm going to take you quickly through a fake event that I'm planning on promoting to do an integrated digital marketing theme. So as I mentioned, you could really create this integrated digital marketing campaign on almost anything, whether it be just a general theme or an upcoming event, but I will be doing it on a July 4th party event that I've created for this purpose to show you this demo. And the reason I wanted to choose an event are there are a few other tools that specifically really work well with events, such as our event calendar. So I will be showing you how to do that and how to kind of get a theme promoted across all of these different channels. So first things first is I would recommend pushing out a social media post. Those are always very beneficial. And to do that, all you're going to have to do is go over to the social media section here. You'll click on that and it'll take you to Analysis, where you can then upload your image that you've created or that you want to promote into the media library. The media library is also very helpful because it works across all of our different tools. So essentially anything else that we'll be talking about for the rest of this demo, if you have the image in the media library, then you just need to pull it up from there. And it can be kind of helpful to keep everything in one place. So I've already actually uploaded the image that I'm going to be primarily using, which is this promotional photo for a July 4th event where we're going to be having live music, drinks, and food. So you could do anything here, but make it in Canva, make it in Photoshop, however you want to do it, or just an image. But that is the image I'll be using. So to create then a social media post, I'm going to go over to Ad Hoc Posts and create a new post. As you can see, I have created this one here, which has a nice caption promoting the event as well as some hashtags and a little emoji. And I'm just going to push that out, on the 29th, a few days ahead of the event, and get that out there. So another thing I'm going to want to do is create an email, and how you create an email with all of this same information is I would recommend going over to our different email templates, which we have under email campaigns, and then down to create. You can see we have a plethora of email templates for you to choose from. I went ahead and I actually did this very first July 4th template right here. And I just edited it very minimally for my events. So it makes it super simple for you to get that out there. I'm going to show it to you in campaigns. I've already created it and scheduled it, but here it is. So I just replaced that header with another image that took me only a few minutes to make in Canva. And I went through and I added a few details that were missing from the text. But other than that, I've left it pretty simply like how it was when I first got it. So make sure you take a look at those templates, because there's a lot of different great ones. So now we have an email going out and social media posts going out. We have our primary image in the media library. There's a few other things we can do, though, to promote this event and get this integrated digital marketing campaign kind of seamlessly connected through all of our different channels. One of which will be to promote it on the website itself. So I did want to go show you how I've done that. So here, if you go to Murdoch's Irish Pub, which is our demo site, and you click on it. Oh, okay. So I'm going to actually make sure that this is working, but I will create a pop-up. Okay, so I've got a pop-up going right here. So I'm not sure why that didn't show up, but essentially I've created a pop-up to display on the site. So whenever anyone first goes onto the website, they will see this enabled. It'll be running. Let me just save that again and try that one more time. There we go. So this will show up, and it's super simple to make a pop-up. All you've got to do is create a new pop-up, enter your name, enable the pop-up. If you want it to be running, you can only have one enabled at a time. So keep that in mind. Choose a start and end time. So mine's running until the 4th. And then you can just pop some text in here, or like I did, put an image in there, and you can do that from the media library as well, which is what I did. So as you can see, that media library image came in handy, and I was able to upload it and have that just as a pop-up. We also can promote this not just as a pop-up on our website, but also under the events page. So how we'll be doing that is if you go over on your Engage to the calendar button here under engagement, we'll click there and you'll just hit create new website calendar event. Then you can name it whatever you would like. Choose when the event starts and ends, as well as put in a photo or some text, and then hit create new event, and just make sure you click that button. And I've actually already done this, so I'll show you how that will look. So over on our events page, if you scroll down, as you can see, we have that upcoming event here displayed really nicely. It has some text about it, and it actually will also be showing up on the calendar down below. So if anyone's subscribed to your calendar, as you can do here, it'll be showing up in their phone, on their computer, as part of that calendar that they've subscribed to as well. So that's a super handy way to make sure that you're getting your events out there, is just remember to keep that updated in your events calendar. And then the final thing I did want to show you about how we can really bring this full circle is after the event's done, you might want to, or if it's not an event, if it's just, a theme like your online ordering and you want to get some feedback, you can use it for a lot of different reasons, but we can create surveys. And definitely this is something that can get looked over because you don't typically think of it as your general marketing with, email and social media, but creating and using surveys is a great way to get that customer feedback full circle. So I've actually gone ahead and created a survey to kind of get customers' opinion of how their experience went. As you can see, I uploaded another matching header for the survey to kind of keep it all in theme. And then I asked customers to enter to win a $50 gift card. So it's a chance to win it. So scrolling down, you'll get all kinds of feedback from different aspects of the event. And you could use this again for really anything for, how customers like like your social media, like your online ordering, what dishes they like. But if you're using it for a specific event, maybe if you're going to hold this event again next year or in the future, you'd like some feedback. So I added a lot of different options for this. And the surveys are super easy to build. And once you have built those surveys, you can get a link that directs people to that survey right here. And don't forget, for the final aspect that I want to bring out, we do have tracking links. So I've actually taken that link from the survey and put it into a tracking link and made a QR code from it, as you can see right here. And using that, I have created this flyer that you could print out with our tracking QR code to see who has scanned it. And I've put it onto a nice little flyer that you could print out and put out at your events, promoting this survey and letting people know that they can enter to win a chance to get a $50 gift card. So that's kind of a way to bring this whole marketing campaign full circle and really implement it across all of our different channels, from social media to email to the website pop-ups, events, surveys, and tracking links. And there's still more aspects that I didn't get a chance to get to. So I just wanted to do this quick demo to show just how many different tools we do have and how important it is to kind of take advantage of all these different channels when you are looking to do an integrated digital marketing campaign. I hope that this was helpful, and I hope to see some of you back next month for another webinar.